Right, so Hangman Adam Page can no longer challenge for the AEW Men's World Championship anymore, right? Tony? Look, AEW Revolution was a hell of a show from top to bottom, including that main event, which was long, but I never felt like it was too long. Although the ending left me with a lot of questions. It was one of those rare times where I went into a main event and I wasn't really sure who was going to win. In theory, it's way too early to end MJF's world title run. Its business is growing, ratings are up, ticket sales are up. They're seen on more platforms than ever before with my AEW. It was a smart idea to keep the title on MJF. But with Hangman and Page, it's like you're gonna lock out your main character out of the world title picture permanently? I wasn't really sure. Now all this mixed in with all the people in the world title picture, plus the fact that that Hangman only had the title, I want to say for like 4 months, and then he lost it to Joe, and then Joe kept it for a month, and then lost it to MJF. MJF's had it now for 3 months, so it was kind of like, I mean, I don't want to say hot-shotting the title around, hot potatoing the title around, but it's like WWF back in the year 2000, where the title did change hands frequently, but that's because the world title picture was just so stacked and it was just that damn good. So that did leave me with a lot of questions. Could MJF lose the title right now? But the ending, I mean, Hangman lost. So now he can no longer challenge for the men's world title anymore, right? Well, here's the thing. Obviously, he's not going to be locked out of the world title picture forever. It feels like they kind of put him in a corner. They took him out of the title picture. That said, this reminds me a lot of One Night Stand 2008, right? It was Edge versus The Undertaker ladder match, I think, or it may have been TLC match, for the World Heavyweight Championship, right? Taker wins, he's the world champion. Edge wins, Undertaker is banished from WWE forever. Now, Taker came back, I want to say 4 months later, 2 months later, at SummerSlam in a great Hell in a Cell match with Edge. All that is just to say that there are ways around this, so let's talk about them. Now, off the top of my head, I can think of about 6 options, but 4 of them kind of suck and 2 of them might be somewhat questionable. First up, Hangman just straight up demands one more shot at the championship and he puts his career on the line. Now, this one I think is maybe way too far, even for kayfabe. Hangman is only 34 years old, so any kind of career-threatening match, it feels almost anticlimactic. No one would believe that he's going to retire anytime soon. Option number 2, Hangman says that if he loses, he will leave AEW, which is almost on par with a career-threatening match. It's like right there. But again, I don't think Hangman ever plans on leaving AEW, and so the stipulation almost feels mute by circumstance. It's like when, it's like almost the anti-version of when Ospreay and Swerve took on the Bucks, and if they had lost, they wouldn't be able to challenge for the world title in a year, for 1 whole year. It's a low-level enough stake for that to be somewhat believable. Like, you believe, like, oh man, they're going to be locked out of the title picture for a year. That's understandable. Option 3, Page turns heel and just demands a title shot because he is the main character. While technically a heel turn, it would really damage the cool factor that he's had. He'd become a whiny heel, and that, for me at least, never really works. 4, a babyface champion gives him a title shot. Now, let's fast forward to, let's say, Full Gear 2026. Ospreay is the AEW champion, and he offers Page a world title shot, which Page has to be convinced to, but accepts, which feels a little lame, if I'm being honest. I mean, the execution can work, it's just, I don't think that's the most interesting option, right? Hangman Page has to be convinced to challenge for the world title again. The idea of a champion saying, please fight me, I don't know. Or maybe that is the thing. Maybe Ospreay tells him, you defeated the Death Riders, you did what I couldn't. You owe me a chance because you're the last guy to beat me. You beat me at Double or Nothing. You're the last guy to beat me, and I need my win back. If I'm gonna leave this locker room, I need to know that I am the best. So challenge me. That could work, but it's not the option I like the most. So let's try these out. Number 5, a heel turn with an Edge. So speaking of Edge and The Undertaker and WWE, does anyone remember Elimination Chamber 2009 when WWE pulled a double switch where Edge lost the world title in the opening match, but then won the world title in the main event later on in the night after attacking Kofi Kingston and just taking his spot in the match? Maybe Hangman enters as the Joker in a casino ladder match after attacking, let's say, Bandito from behind and gets the casino chip and goes back on his honorable ways. Because remember, Tony Khan did say it was more of a gentleman's agreement. Hangman is a man of his word until he's not. There is an interesting story there with how he saved AEW from the Death Riders and that he needs to do it again. Option 6, heel champion offers him a title shot with an edge. So maybe, just maybe, MJF stays heel, but he keeps the championship. Maybe he offers Hangman another shot at the title, but not now, not for a long time, maybe like in a year or so. If Hangman loses, he doesn't end his career, he doesn't leave AEW. No, MJF is going to make him watch as he dominates. MJF gets Hangman the chance. Last chance match. But if Hangman loses, he will be MJF's hired gun, his mercenary, always following orders. Hangman tells MJF, I've been hollow for the past 12 months. I feel like a shell of a man as it is. Do you really think you can drive me any lower? But maybe other people have to hype Hangman up. Maybe even Mox himself has to tell Hangman, where's the guy that almost killed me to take the title? Hangman accepts on the terms. It will be a last chance match for the title. Hangman loses, he belongs to MJF. And it is a one-way, no-DQ match for MJF where he can do whatever he wants. This is, I think, in storyline, maybe this could work. This is the one I see happening. Or maybe the most entertaining. I mean, do we need a part 4 of this MJF versus Hangman Adam Page trilogy? Maybe not, but this is the one I see happening. But I don't know. I'm not all for saying. What do you think? How should they book themselves out of this, frankly, shithole situation they booked themselves in? I trust that AEW and Tony Khan will find a way to book themselves out of it. I know they will. It's just, how do we get there? I don't know. That said, what do you think? Let us know down below. We really appreciate it. I'll catch you on next time. See you.